We're here with Terry Michaels, senior producer with Landmark, and we were at E3 2014. We were talking about Landmark, and we're going to talk about kind of the newest stuff coming to the game, which is caves and swimming. So let's start with a little bit about the caves.
Well, so the caves in the world, they really open up that third dimension of exploration in our game. Up until now, everybody's been able to explore the surface of the world, but this opens up the 4,000 meters of depth of the game, where you can start to go down into that and see what you can find. New resources, treasure chests, crafting materials that are only found in caves. It opens up a lot. It's really exciting, and they look amazing.
They do look amazing. What's that shiny plant? What was that? The red plant?
Oh, I don't know the name of it, but we have a bunch of them, the bioluminescent plants, because what we want is, you have your own light source, but we needed to make sure that people could see things down there, and that's the way we did it, so that there's actually light in the caves.
Yeah, it was really cool, like coming around the corner and seeing just the red flare.
What's that? Yeah.
So now with the caves, they're starting at you're at 600 meters,
yes,
and we're going to go to 4,000 eventually.
Well, it's 4,000 from top to bottom, so it'll be about 3,000 that's beneath the surface of the world. But absolutely, in the next phase of caves, it's going to go all the way down. We're going to spread the resources out through the world so that if you want to find those really hard to find, those top tier resources, you have to go down to the bottom of the world. You got to explore, or have a friend who will explore for you.
When do you anticipate the next kind of levels of caves being put in?
Well, we're working on it right now. We're working, every time we release something, we're doing it in an iterative fashion. We're working with our players, collaborating to make the best game possible. So we got this out there so that we can see what players think, ideas that they have, concerns, and then we can also optimize it so that we can then add that extra depth. So I would expect, in the next few months is what we're going to aim for.
Nice. And then with water, the water looks amazing. And I'm sure you've heard that before.
Yes, I'm shocked by every time they show me something new with the water. It's incredible. Really liking what the team has done with that. It's been incredible.
Yeah. And so the swimming animations are cool. Tell me a little bit about how you came up with that and how realistic that is.
Well, for the swimming, we have a great art team, and what they have a focus on detail. Our animation team wants to make sure that everything looks really good and is as realistic as possible. I mean, to the point that for the swimming animations, we were analyzing, well, can you actually swim that way? Does it look right? Does it feel right? Is that something somebody would do in the real world? And we tweaked it to make sure that it was, not so that it just looked good, but that it was actually realistic, so that it made sense, right?
Right. Yeah. The swimming backwards was awesome.
Yeah. We have a swim back animation. A lot of games oftentimes just turn you around and swim you at the camera, and we wanted to do something different. Landmark is. We're pushing the boundaries in every way that we can, and including something as simple as what kind of animations we're using for swimming.
Did you guys have to go to the beach and witness people swimming?
Did we have to? No, but
they wanted to.
Yes, we absolutely wanted. It's one of the nice things about living in San Diego. The beach isn't that far away, so.
Okay, so tell me a couple more things. We just had these recent updates. What's coming? What's in a month from now, 2 months from now?
Well, the next thing for us is going to be for SOE Live, which comes in August. So we're focusing on things like combat and PvP, things people have asked for a very long time. And so those are going to be our focuses moving forward. But we're not going to forget about everything that we've been doing over the past few months. We're going to continue iterating on that, like the caves and things like that, so that we can get all of those things in for players just as quickly as we can.
Right. I like when we mentioned PvP, Dave lights up.
Well, everybody wants to see it in the game. I mean, everybody's talking about what combat's going to do, whether it be PvP or PvE. We know it's going to add a lot to the game, and we can't wait to get it in there for players.
And I kind of wanted to ask you, what is your favorite? It's probably hard. It's going to be a hard question. Okay. What is your favorite structure you've seen that someone has built, one of the players?
Oh, there are so many different ones, but I have to say there was one created by one of our players called Crickets, which is this giant space station with all these little alien ship with all these little ships attacking a town. And he did that all on one claim with lasers flying through the air and burning buildings. The detail was just incredible. It's one of the ones that actually won it was a winner in the Landmarks of Landmark competition.
So that's going to be in one of the starting zones that people can see.
Yeah, so we're going to be putting those, the Landmarks of Landmark competition. We chose 97 winners, and we'll hold more competitions like that. But we're going to put those creations at the starting hubs of every island in the game. So one of the first things that every player gets to see is something that some other player has created. And those players are going to have a plaque on them that tells you who won, who they were, if they built with their friends, who those friends were, when they won. and so that people can become famous in the game as well.
And then new players can see that and be like, someday I can build this.
Yes, absolutely. It's a source of inspiration for everybody in the game, new players and old. Because I've been playing the game since before it came out, and I can tell you that they inspire me. Yeah. So
Awesome. Perfect. Well, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Yep.